kunja vihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Janavallabha Girivara Dhari. Jashodanandana vraja-janaranjana. Jashodanandana vraja-janaranjana. Jamuna tira vanachari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Om Viṣṇuvāda Brahms Vraja-Acharya Swamin Grace Sri Bhakti-Vedanta Swami Thrurubhada ki jai. Jai Om Viṣṇuvān Tlaprishya Bhakti Siddhānt Saraswati Goswami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namachar Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Gandhra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So this morning we will be reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 25, entitled Kṛṣṇa Lives Govardhan Hill. This is from verse number 21 till 23. So I will just read verse number 21, 22, and then we will repeat verse number 23. Natrasa iha vaikāryo madhas. Okay. Natrasa iha vaikāryo madhastadri nipatanāt. Vātavarsa bhaye anala. Tatrāṇam vihitam hiva. You should have no fear that this mountain will fall from my hand. And do not be afraid of the wind and rain, for your deliverance from this affliction has already been arranged. Tatha nirvisugatam Kṛṣṇa swāsita-manasa yathā-vakāsam sadhanā sa vraja-sopajīvina. Their minds thus specified by the Lord Kṛṣṇa, they all entered beneath the hill, where they found ample room for themselves and all their cows, wagons, servants, and priests, and for all other members of the community as well. A small purport. All the domestic animals of Vrindavan were brought beneath Govardhan hill for shelter. Text number 23. kṣut-tṛḍ-vyathāṁ sukha apekṣām hitvā tair vraja-vāsibhiḥ vīkṣyamāṇo dadhāra adrim sapta-aham nācalat padāt kṣut-tṛḍ-vyathāṁ sukhāpekṣāṁ kṣut-tṛḍ-vyathāṁ sukhāpekṣāṁ hitvā tair vraja-vāsibhiḥ vīkṣyamāṇo dadhārādriṁ sapta-aham nācalat padāt kṣut-tṛḍ-vyathāṁ sukhāpekṣāṁ hitvā tair vraja-vāsibhiḥ vīkṣyamāṇo dadhārādriṁ sapta-aham nācalat padāt kṣut-tṛḍ-vyathāṁ sukhāpekṣāṁ hitvā tair vraja-vāsibhiḥ vīkṣyamāṇo dadhārādriṁ sapta-aham nācalat padāt. Anybody else? Mataji, kṣut of hunger, tṛḍ and thirst, vyathām the pain, sukha, of personal happiness, apekṣām, all consideration, hitvā, putting aside, tair, by them, vraja-vāsibhiḥ, the residents of Braj, vīkṣyamāṇaḥ, being glanced upon, dadhāra, he held, adrim, the mountain, sapta-aham, for 7 days, nācalat, he did not move, padāt, from that place. Translation and purport. Lord Kṛṣṇa, forgetting hunger and thirst and putting aside all consideration of personal pleasure, stood there holding up the hill for 7 days, as the people of Braj gazed upon him. Purport. According to Viṣṇu Purāṇa, vraja-vāsibhiḥ viṣmita ca nirikṣita gopa gopir jane hriste priti visphatirena chai sanstutyamana charita Kṛṣṇa sailam adhārayat. Lord Kṛṣṇa held up the mountain while his praise were chanted by the residents of Braj, all of whom now had the opportunity to dwell together with him, and who glanced at him with joyful and amazed eyes. Thus the cowherd men and the women were all elated, and out of loving affection they opened their eyes wide. By constantly drinking the nectar of the beauty and sweetness of Sri Kṛṣṇa, the residents of Vrindavan felt no hunger, thirst, or fatigue, and Lord Kṛṣṇa, by seeing their beautiful form, also forgot about eating, drinking, and sleeping. Srila Viṣṇu Chakravarti Thakur points out that 7 days of continuous rain from the Samvartak cloud fell to flood the district of Mathura because the Supreme Lord, simply by his potency, immediately dried up the water as it fell to the ground. Thus, Kṛṣṇa's lifting Govardhan hill is full of fascinating details and has for thousands of years remained one of his most famous pastime. Om Ajnānatimirandhasya Jnānāñjana Salākaya Kṣut-tṛḍ-vyathāṁ Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Bhūtair Mahadevī Aimā Puro Vibho Nirmāya Sete Adamusu Purusam Bhukte Gunansho Dasasodasatmakam Solam Kṛṣṇam Bhagavan Vachansi Me Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Kṛṣṇāya Kṛṣṇa Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhuvaye Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. He Kṛṣṇa Karuna Sindho Dīnabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Namam Viṣṇu Padāya Kṛṣṇa Preshtāya Bhūtale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी भावराधिका माधुरी अस्वादय सुखकाज जयति कृष्ण चैतन्य कलि प्रकटे ब्रजराज। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So, thank you Vrindavan management for allowing to speak something about the transcendental pastime of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the transcendental month of Kartik, in a transcendental place in Vrindavan, the transcendental place, Kṛṣṇa Balāram temple. This is Kṛṣṇa Balāram ki jai. So I beg apology about my pronunciation. So you all have to be very attentive. In Bhagavatam class, there nowadays I see two obstacles. One is chanting during class. I see many devotees chant during class. It's offense. How can you chant during class? Right? You should not chant during class. Chanting, then chant attentively. If you are Harikatha, then hear attentively. Ek panth do karj nahi. One thing at a time. It is offense to be inattentive while chanting. So this is one of the disturbances. Second disturbance is mobile phone. You start watching the message, boom, 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 some new thing come. So I'll request all of you, please refrain from these two things. I have problem, I have cold cough from last 1 week. I got from Vrindavan, went to Bombay, came again. I had to live here only. I can't take it. So my ear is blocked, so I have some problem. I may shout sometime. And third is, of course, my pronunciation. And fourth is my English. You must know I am from North India. There is always fight between North India and South India. The South Indian, they don't like to Hindi. North Indian, they don't like English. But I learned here in ISKCON. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So ISKCON is a desire tree. You can get anything you want. So today is also the last day of Kartik. Many devotees have come from different parts of the world. And we all will be going to our place. We must take with us what we have got here. Srila Prabhupada has given us Vrindavan Dham. He has given us Giriraj Govardhan that we are talking. So many things Srila Prabhupada has given. We are indebted to Srila Prabhupada. Only because of him, we came Vrindavan. As it is described by Raghunath Das Goswami in Mukta Charitavali, the gift of a spiritual master. Nama sreshtam manuapi sachi putramatra sarupam rupam tasyagrajam urpurim madhurim goshtavatim radha kunnamagarvaramaho sri radhika madhavasam prapto jasa prathita kripayam tam guru natosmi. Raghunath Das Goswami said, I bow down to beautiful lotus feet of my spiritual master, by whose causeless mercy I have obtained the supreme holy name. Nama Srishtam. The holy name is not ordinary. There are so many names. All the name of the Lord is Nam Akari. Akari means transcendental. All the name is transcendental. But the holy name, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. It's system, topmost, everything, Nama system. Manoapi Sachi Putram Atra Sarupam. By his causeless mercy, by the causeless mercy of a spiritual master, if God, the holy name, the divine mantra, by mercy of Srila Prabhupada only we know who is Sachinandan Gaur Hari. Otherwise people in Bengal only knew who is, also some portion of Bengal. But now all over the world we know who is Sachinandan Gaur Hari. We know about Sarva Damodar, Rupa Goswami, Tasya Agraja, Sanatan Goswami, Urupurim, the topmost place to live, that's Braj or Mathura. Goshtavatim, Sridham Vrindavan. Radha Kundam, Girivarmaho. You know about Radha Kund, Syam Kund, and all different places of Braj. And Girivarmaho. Girivar, the topmost about among all the mountain, Girivar. Sri Radhika Madhavasya, and the different pastime of Radha and Kṛṣṇa by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. So we are indebted to Prabhupada. So our goal should be, after going from here, if we are indebted, then we pay some debt. We pay something. And what will please Srila Prabhupada? Now do you remember? December is coming very soon. And what is December? What? Let's speak louder. I said I cannot hear because my ear is blocked. Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Book Distribution ki? Yes. So take the spirit of Braj, of Giriraj Govardhan, who clears all the obstacle, and he will bring everybody together. Kṛṣṇa has many pastime, but Giriraj Govardhan pastime is such a sweet pastime, one of the pastime, where Kṛṣṇa brought everyone together. Everyone came, whether one is Santaras, Dasyaras, Sakyaras, Vasalyaras, or Madhuryas. Everybody came in shelter of Kṛṣṇa in Giriraj. The pastime of Giriraj is the pastime of Isanukatha. Is-anukatha. Is means Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Anu means his devotee. So Giriraj is devotee of the Lord. Same time, Giriraj is also the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Two in one. Difficult to understand, but he is. Isanukatha. As described by the gopis about Giriraj, Hanta yamadri abala haridasa varjo yadram Kṛṣṇa charanas parsa pramodam manam tanoti sahagopaganiyat paniya sujavasa kandara kandamulai. Giriraj is a devotee who is always busy serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We learn from Giriraj that we should always be busy in serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And how in service we should always be pramoda, joyful. Service should not be, burden. Now December is coming, I have to do some book distribution, otherwise leader will get in my case. That's not the mood. Mood should be pramoda. Krishna consciousness is kevala ananda kanda. Not only taking prasadam is ananda kanda. Everything in Krishna consciousness, ananda kanda. So we all devotees had to get a special message. Be under protection of Giriraj and distribute more and more and more Srila Prabhupada books. So more and more people can come here to Vrindavan, so the Vrindavan management can be engaged more and more to how make arrangement. Right, Dharmatma? Srila Prabhupada has given this fantastic thing to us. And Giriraj is also the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just in previous chapter, we have heard that how he said, Anyor, bring more to it in Govardhan Puja. So he also is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this pastime is the pastime of Isanu Katha. Is-anu. Not only 9th canto Bhagavatam, this is also Isanu Katha. Now we get on the verse, on the topic of subject matter. Of course, when Kṛṣṇa is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there should be no doubt in that. And he eternally, his form is Shyam Sundar form. He liked the human form. And he performed different pastime also humanly. And all his pastimes are nothing but bringing a connection between him and us. This pastime is meant for bringing connection between him and us. Just like here in India, in summer season, we have hand pump. I don't know if there are. Have you all seen hand pump? Anybody? How many? Sometime the hand pump lifts the water. There is no water. So we put a bucket of water and again we pump it, water will start coming. So we all have love of God. But it dried today. Moksha Lakshmi, it dried today. What we need? Bucket of Kṛṣṇa Katha. And then it will come. Anugrahaya bhaktānaṁ manusam deha asrita bhajate tādriṣī kirana yasrutvat tatparo bhavet. Yasrutvat. When we hear, then we get connection. Hearing very important. Lord comes here. Why? Anugrahaya bhaktānaṁ. To bestow his mercy on the devotee. Manusam deha asthita. He is always situated in the human form, but he is not a human being. He has a human form, but he is not human. That's why the foolish people, they do not understand Kṛṣṇa. Avajananti mam muddha, manusim tanumāsritam. They say he is also like one of us. In EP, all the Jadavs say he from my caste anyway, so we know. Right? Avajananti mam muddha. They do not know. Bhajate tādriṣī krīdā. Although he is Supreme Personality of Godhead, but he does the pastime according to his age. Tādriṣī krīdā. When he was a small child, when he killed Putana, that time also he was Supreme Personality of Godhead. When he killed Kesi demon, that time also he was Supreme Personality of Godhead. When he performed Ras, also Supreme Personality of Godhead. But he performed the pastime according to the age. Bhajate tādriṣī krīdā. And that's why devotees, they enjoy hearing this Harikatha. So this Govardhan Leela in Purport said, it's sung till today. And same thing, you go on hearing. A transcendental pastime. But it depends on our purification. When we become purified, then we will get different taste in same subject matter. But somebody is too much grossly observed, said, "Arey, baar wahi katha kahte rehte hain." Every time we go to hear same thing. Because we are not purified. But when we get purified, then we get taste every day. So coming back on this Govardhan Leela, since Kṛṣṇa is Supreme Personality of Godhead, and everybody in Braj, they love him, and they followed him one point, and disregarded Indra of his worship, who was used to get all malpani, malai pista every time from Brajvasi. This time stop. Naturally, Indra got angry, and kama-esa, krodha-esa, when his kam was not fulfilled, he became angry, and he wanted to destroy whole Braj. Rupa Goswami in Gopal Champu mentioned that he was some Vartak, rain was falling. There was no need. That is reserved only for the annihilation. So he wanted to annihilate whole Braj. And all the Brajvasi, they were very disturbed. So, from verse number 8 to 13, 6 verses, describes the pain of Brajvasi. Pain of Brajvasi. Kṛṣṇa, Jiva Goswami describes that Kṛṣṇa's heart is like butter. And pain of devotees is like fire. So when the butter comes near fire, what happened? What happened? It melts. So when Kṛṣṇa saw the pain of his devotee, the pain of Brajvasi, his heart melted. It's a butter. His heart melted. And two things happened. One thing, this can only happen with Kṛṣṇa. He got very angry, and same time his heart melted by seeing the pain of Brajvasi. The cause is the pain of Brajvasi. When he saw the pain of Brajvasi, his heart melted for the Brajvasi. And he became so angry on Indra that he wanted to destroy him. He wanted to finish him. So angry he was. Then later on he thought, oh, he is also my devotee. He is Lokpal. So he wanted to teach him a lesson. It is described, I think, verse number 17. Manabhangam. The word came manabhangam. Matto asatam manabhangam prasamanayo apkalpate. Lord decided to let me teach him some lesson. So one hand, he was very pity, seeing the situation of Indra, that how proud he has become. And he was feeling bad for his devotees. So he wanted to teach, some lesson to Indra, and same time he wanted protect his devotee. In verse number 17 and 18, especially 18, said, Tasmā saranam goshnam mannatham mat parigraham gopaye atmajogena soyam me brata ahita. I have given this word that I will protect my devotees. These Brajvasi are my devotee. Their son Gopaye, Gop, they are my devotee, and I must protect them. This is my Kaunteya Pradhyanahi Name Bhaktya Pranasati. Kṛṣṇa, I promised many times. Now time has come to show his promise. Then, text number 19, Kṛṣṇa understood that this is work done by Indra. And he got angry. He wanted to protect his devotee. Ita uktena hastena kirtava govardhan achalam dadhāra lilaya Viṣṇu chhatrakam iva balaka. Now, what did Kṛṣṇa do? And that was, he decided to protect his devotee, and in this way he lifted the Govardhan hill by his left hand. why he lifted the Govardhan hill in left hand, there are many reasons are given. One, to insult Indra. Indra tried his best to destroy whole Braj. And he did, to some extent. Then devotees were very in an anxiety, upset. And Kṛṣṇa lifted by left hand. In Hindi we say, hey, बाएं हाथ का काम है. दाएं हाथ means heavy work. बाएं हाथ means easy work. By left hand, just to ignore Indra, that whatever you have done is useless. Use your energy somewhere in book distribution or something like that. Why are you misusing? Useless. Other, to pacify the Vrajavasi. Don't worry. It's not because Mother Jasoda and everybody very, they were like kind of heartbreaking for them. To Kṛṣṇa is lifting Govardhan hill. And third, to show his love to Govardhan. Whoever we love, we keep in our left side. Bhāṁ-bhāṅga. This wife is known as Bhāṁ-bhāṅgi. Nilambuj syamal komalangam Sita samaropita Bhāṁ-bhāgam Pāṇau mahāsāyak chārachāpam Namāmi Rāmam Raghuvanthanātam. Sita is in Bhāṁ-bhāṅ. Radharani is in Bhāṁ-bhāṅ. So anyone whom we love, we keep left side. Because heart is here, not here. Left side. So keep near heart. So Kṛṣṇa lifting the Govardhan hill by left hand, he is showing that, my dear devotee, you are in my left side. You are in my left side. I love you all. That's the Kṛṣṇa showing by lifting Govardhan hill. So, anyway, now when he decided and lifted the Govardhan hill, and Govardhan hill, he said, dadhāra līlayā. Just in past time. Tādriṣi krida. It was krida. It was lila. He just simply lifted. There is no pain or anything. Giriraj is also Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa is lifting also Kṛṣṇa. Or even devotee. And Giriraj Govardhan is always happy to please Kṛṣṇa. The gopis, they say, Yad Ram Kṛṣṇa charanas asparsa pramoda. When Kṛṣṇa and Balaram used to walk, he was giving pleasure to Kṛṣṇa and Balaram. They had no shoes or, footwear. They were walking naked foot. And there was thorn, a stone. But everything was becoming so soft. Giriraj was making. So same Giriraj who is happy, this is devotee. Devotee, they want to see Kṛṣṇa happy. How he can be so heavy that Kṛṣṇa cannot even lift? He became very light. All right, take it. He became very light. And when he lifted Govardhan hill, and that time, when he was lifting Govardhan hill, all different energy came. And they say, my Lord, let us do this thing. We will teach the lesson to Indra. You don't need to do this thing. He said, Baba, go to Mathura, Dwarika, not here. This is Braj. Let me do my seva. The Brajvasi are my, I must take care of them. Only according to Jiva Goswami, he used only Sudarshan Chakra. Sudarshan eternally is there. Sometimes Sudarshan goes without even Lord telling, just like Durvasa Muni. Sometimes he goes. So he wanted to do service, Lord said, all right, be on Giriraj, on the top. So when all the water was coming, it was getting evaporated because Sudarshan was there. Nothing was coming. Anyway, when he lifted, then from text number 21, this whole section starts. Atha aha bhagavan gopan. Atha, in Sanskrit there are two words, atha and iti. Atha means something to begin and iti means finish. Like when Bhagavad-Gita got over, yatra yogeshwara Kṛṣṇa, yatra partha dhanudhara, tatra Sri Vijayir Vibhuti, dhruvar iti matir mama. Iti means finish. So he said, atha, he started. Atha aha Bhagavan Gopan. Here the word is Bhagavan. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, full of with all the opulences. He is Bhagavan. Whenever there is doubt in Madhurya, Aishwarya comes automatically. So Aishwarya has come here because Kṛṣṇa has lifted Govardhan hill by left hand. Bhagavan. And that Bhagavan, see, somebody can discard the word of somebody, but not Bhagavan. If Bhagavan says something, everybody has to listen. Earlier in India, this was a custom. If some sadhu says something, he is representative of God, then everybody accepts. Even today, if sadhu says something which is not true, people say, Maharaj, you are sadhu, jhut bol rahe ho. People will say this thing, you are sadhu, why are you lying? Sadhu means representative of God. So the representative of God, word is taken as full and final. Even general public sometime, they have to say something. People say, why should I accept your word? Is your word from Veda? Is your word from Bhagavatam? Why should I accept? Now they accept scientist's word, not Bhagavatam word, not Veda word. Time has changed. So Veda was Pramāṇa. Even in India, in court till today, they swear on Bhagavad-Gita. So some respect is there anyway. So Bhagavan is respected. His word is final word. There are no but. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami said, Yathā aha Bhagavan. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is saying. To whom he is saying? Gopan. He is saying to Gopan. They are not materialistic, they are not scientists. They are Gopan. Gopa means Gopivati iti Gopa. Go means senses and Pivati means drinking. One who is drinking the nectar of Kṛṣṇa's pastime is called Gopa. And the Bahubachan Gopan, they are all the Gopa, all the cowherd men. That means their senses were fully observed in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Kṛṣṇa is saying to those people who are 100% Kṛṣṇa conscious. Gopan. Yatha Bhagavan Gopan aha. Now he is saying. He is addressing all the Gopas. So Bhagavan is here. But same time, he is also a small boy, Kṛṣṇa. Where all the cowherd men has gone to for protection. So Kṛṣṇa is first, he said, Hey Amba, we all know the children, especially the son, they love their mother, and daughter, they love their father. Natural tendency. So Kṛṣṇa, he loved Mother Jasoda so much, he couldn't, if any time when he didn't see Mother Jasoda, he used to cry. It described that when Kṛṣṇa went to Mathura, and that time that sacred thread ceremony took place, that Diksha, Kṛṣṇa and Balram were given initiation before going to Sandipni. And after initiation, they were supposed to get alms from the mother. Devaki was standing there and he was looking for Mother Jasoda. Where is Amba? Where is Amba? Where is Amba? He was looking for Mother Jasoda. Devaki was there, he was mother. But Kṛṣṇa was looking for Amba. So here said, Hey Amba means Mother Jasoda. First he telling about mother. Why? Because he want to assure her, don't worry, I am fine. Jasoda was more perturbed than anybody else. Actually, in whole Kṛṣṇa Lila, if you see, यही पटर हो गया लगता है. Whether when he went to kill Putana, that time also. ये कहाँ का है? तो लगाओ ना, बहुत लोग सुन रहे हैं यार, खत्म हो जाएगा. कुछ नया वया कर दो, क्या पुराना रखे हो तुम लोग? ऑलराइट, टाइम इज पासिंग. चलो ठीक है, चलो छोड़ो. हाँ ठीक है, ओके. So first he addressed Mother Jasoda, that goes to show his love for his mother. Hey Amba, then he said Tata, his father. Tata, vraja-vāsibhiḥ. The word vraja-vāsibhiḥ means everyone who resides in Braj. Like in Bhagavad or Hanuman, vraja-vāsibhiḥ. Hanuman said, we the people who live in forest, vraja-vāsibhiḥ. So vraja-vāsibhiḥ, one who lives in Braj. Anyone who lives in Braj. So Kṛṣṇa is addressing one and all. First the mother, father, and all the people are saying, Yathā upajosam visata girigarta sabodhana. Yathā upajosa. If you feel happy, Yathā upajosa, if you feel desire, if you feel happy, here again you can understand Bhagavan is speaking. Kṛṣṇa does not interfere with our independence. He has made all the arrangement. Still he thinks, Yathā upajosam. If you feel happy, if you think okay, then vīkṣyamāṇo, kindly enter. Girigarta, I have made such a wonderful arrangement in the bottom of Giri. Garta means down. Then some wall path, some boy, they asked, alright, because he addressed everybody. So everybody was attached to something. Mother Jasoda and Nanda, they are attached to Kṛṣṇa. In Mother movie, they are also. But the cowherd boys and the cowherd men, they are attached to their cows. Somebody was attached to their bank balance. So many things. They said, what about our cow? What about our well? What about our this thing, that thing? He said, sapta-aham. Don't worry, you come. But sa, along with, go means cow and dhana means wealth. If you go this way, then you know, sa go dhana, come along with your cow and wealth. Or other thing, sa go dhana, Prabhupada said, earlier, the wealth was measured by how many cows you have. Gāve dharma. The cow will the wealth. None Baba and Naina. Go dhana. Come along with it. That is also meaning of go dhana. Other meaning of go dhana means come with cow as well as all your belongings. So Kṛṣṇa invited them to come inside. But he said, thank you. Yathā upajosam. If you feel free, if you feel happy, then you will come. Still, he saw that they were hesitant to come. They are not coming, especially they are looking at Mother Jasoda and Nand Baba. And then Kṛṣṇa thought, what could be the cause for them not coming? And that they may be very fearful. And one thing, they have one fear of the Indra terrorizing. Other fear is, he has a small boy lifted over the hill, and if you go inside, then the hill fall. Is there one fear? Other fear is, so much rain is there, all water will come in the hill here. We don't know how to swim. We are drowned in that water. So when and Kṛṣṇa assured them, no trasa. Matahasta adrim iha maya hitvā vihitam. He said, do not worry, not trust, not be afraid anymore here. Because you are worried that the adrim will fall, the mountain will fall. No, don't worry. I have hold it very nicely. It will not fall. Alright? What about the rain and wind? Bhata, varsa, vaya. The fear was a three. Either this will fall, because it's a big mountain, a small boy. One thing. Second thing, even we hold it, but Bhata, so much wind is blowing, and maybe one wind will come, boom. And the wind, you really have strength. Just go past me there in Bombay, when you go past me, and I invited some of our donors. They came by helicopter. So when the helicopter was landing, so much wind that two, three security were there. And security were going like this. Going like this. So much wind. So wind has a big power. So the Bhata and Varsa, the other fear, the rain, the torrents, rain is coming. And due to rain, this beach, this will get filled up. What will happen? This are there in this thing. Kṛṣṇa said, kṣut-tṛḍ-vyathāṁ, said, vihitam, vihitam. Hitam means welfare, and vi means wishes. I have taken care of all of your best, what will be good for you. I have thought, vihitam. Hitam means welfare. I have seen for your welfare, for each and every one. Vihitam, he says, I have made arrangement for everyone. He certainly, please, do not worry, come inside. And since they had faith in Kṛṣṇa, and thus all the vraja-vāsibhiḥ, without any hesitance, when they heard the assuring word of Kṛṣṇa, their worry was that it will fall. He said, don't worry, it will not. Adrim nācalat. Do not worry, it is not going to fall. I hold it very nicely. What about other things? He said, no, I have made all the arrangement, nothing will harm you all. Please come. Please come inside. So, all the vraja-vāsibhiḥ, they love Kṛṣṇa so much. They can't live without Kṛṣṇa. They love. And if you love, Prabhupada said, if you love me, then follow me. So they love Kṛṣṇa so much, they have to follow. So now we forward. Verse number 22. Tatha nivivisuddhāgatam Kṛṣṇa asvāti. They enter inside after being assured by Kṛṣṇa. Yathā-vakāsam sadhanā. Kṛṣṇa has made such a fantastic arrangement for them inside. In Vrindavan Jambu describes more detail. So it's Garg-samhita and Harivansa that what Kṛṣṇa has made arrangement for everyone. Yathā-vakāsam sadhanā. Yathā-vakāsam. For everybody benefit, for everybody and welfare. Means he has made arrangement. The newly married girl where they can stay, elderly people where they can stay. All the arrangement were there. At least now everybody is staying together. It was not system like that. Women had different place, and had different place. Elderly people had different place. Newly married girl had different place. So he said, Yathā-vakāsam means he has made arrangement for everyone according to their culture. Elderly people, they need to sit and talk about their old age. Right? Oh, when I was a small boy like it, I did this thing. Yathā-avakāsam. The avakāsam, so there is a big meaning. Then sadhana, along with their wealth and everything. Vraja, sapta-aham mandali sahita, sukha-jīvano, vrityāḥ purohitādi sahita. Srila Swami said, vraja, they all came along with their servant, their priest, their wealth, their cows, and everyone. Sukha-jīvāṇaḥ, also on to whom they are dependent for their life. So they are Vaisya, and they are dependent on the Brahmana and other elderly people. So they brought everyone. And then, text number 23, I don't know which time. Yeah. The two problems is there, hunger and thirst. The death represents hunger. In Hindi बोलते हैं खाने बिना मर रहा हूँ, खाने बिना मर रहा हूँ. I'm dying out of hunger. Hunger is nothing but death. So he said, kṣut-tṛḍ-vyathāṁ. The hunger, we need food and water, and of course oxygen for everybody. But food and water is very, very important. Kṣut-tṛḍ-vyathāṁ. It gives pain, hitvā. Sukhāpekṣāṁ, hitvā. These have both meanings. This is for Kṛṣṇa also, as well as for Bhagavad-Gita. Kṛṣṇa has given up, the eating, drinking, everything. And so has the gopis, Gopal, and all the Bhagavad-Gita. Sukhāpekṣāṁ, hitvā. They didn't have any apekṣām. They were not thinking about their eating, drinking, etc. Hitvā, they had given up. Tair, which is the Lord, and vraja-vāsibhiḥ. The Lord and the devotee, vraja-vāsibhiḥ, they all have given up their eating, sleeping, or the pain arising from eating, sleeping, or drinking. And how all these things happen? That vīkṣyamāṇo, dadhārādriṁ. They are gopa. Their senses are engaged in the Lord. They kept looking at the Lord. Vīkṣyamāṇo, dadhārādriṁ. They saw the Lord, how he is holding the mountain for 7 days without moving. And they were very happy in singing. In Purport, Swami, they all talk same thing on this one, that all the Vraja-vāsibhiḥ, they are simply chanting the glory of the Lord, seeing Him and chanting the glory of the Lord. And this way they passed their 7 days. And 8th day, there are sapta-aham. Right? Sometimes people say, what is the significance of sapta-aham? So 7 days Kṛṣṇa will fast. And 8 days. So 8 multiplied by 7 is equal to 56. That is sapta-aham. So we have got sapta-aham. So I could have talked more, but looks like everybody is kṣudha. Everybody is hungry. We talked about kṣudha. So I will stop here. If there is any comment, question, Maharaj, and glory of it. Any question? Comment? Viṣṇu? Okay.
Hare Krishna, we thank you very much for reminding us of that. My question is about Indra. For 7 days, Indra is not like ordinary person, but he could not recognize that Krishna is the Supreme Personality. For 7 days he was trying to really do vraja-vāsibhiḥ. So how to understand this?
Well, his false ego was so high was standing, he said, light going, check what happened. The light went, nothing happened, everything went first class. Then said, different, Bible. Bible said, all right, so that, this is how we follow about Christ. And so much, nothing happened. Then he realized. And when false people go away, then come on process. Only false people is something which is speaking of ahankāram atma padāt. Ahankāra is the only one that keeps the Swayam from Kṛṣṇa. Therefore, association of devotee is very, very important. Devotee sometimes puts us on our place. Sometimes we go up and down there, but we down. We go here. So, sometimes the best thing to be clear from false ego, get out and distribute some